Welcome back to Parent Squad. As we move into the new year, it can be a good time to reflect on what we would like to do differently in 2026. Part of that might be, what do we want to teach our kids this year? So I'm joined today by Indianapolis Moms contributor and mom of 8, Amanda Hauser. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yes and yes. So she put together a great list of 6 things for the teens, tweens, and young adults in our lives. And I love this list here because I think it's good, really a good list for anybody, which is awesome. You know, what you're teaching your kids is what you want to teach in yourself as well. So number 1 on her list of things that you want to consider teaching your kids is the old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. But how can this really apply to life in those overwhelming moments? Why is this one of the things you really want to teach your children?
Oh, you hit the nail on the head right away. It's what we're teaching ourselves too, right? Overwhelm is real. Kids feel overwhelmed so much more than we think they do right now because everything feels big, right?
Yes.
The decisions feel big. The relationships feel big. Oh, this huge project I have to do at school feels big. It's big, it's big, it's big. And what happens when we get overwhelmed is we are looking at the whole, and so we're paralyzed. We're paralyzed by either fear or indecision, so we do nothing.
Yes. Yes, I was going to add that we have to do a better job of not looking at our kids' life and being like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. You'll be fine. You know, it's just school. It's just friends. It's just the first guy.
Right.
But it feels big when they're in it, and those emotions are very real.
Right, and it doesn't matter if to us we can look at it and justify. To them, it is a perceived sense of fear or lack of safety. So it doesn't matter what could be reality, it's that perception to them. So like anything that we deal with in life, we can't look at the whole big picture and expect to solve that, right? No matter what it is. We need to break that up into manageable chunks, one bite at a time. So I'm constantly telling my kids, like, how do you eat that elephant? And they just know right away. Oh,
yes.
Okay, that's the first step. So what's a practical application to that? I have a 20-page term paper, Mom, and it's due like next week, and I'm freaking out, and I'm never gonna have enough time. So I was like, number 1, breathe. That's always number 1. 2, how can I help you take the first step? Do you have a thesis statement? And then automatically that kind of releases the tension. We have a first
I feel
step.
better already. I'm like, even knowing what you're going to write about. I mean, that just made that step 1, like you said.
Right, just step 1. So come on, Dory, just keep swimming.
I absolutely love it. Okay, number 2 on the list, control the controllable.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if we had a remote control where I could just be like, be more kind, be more responsible,
Yes.
and just control the people in our world. We can't. And we're going to drive ourselves insane trying to control things that are out of our control. It's going to cause us a lot of emotional stress. So what we really are teaching our kids, there's only one person that you can control. And that is yourself. And there are a lot of things that you can control about your environment. You can control how much sleep you're getting. You can control what you're putting into your body. How are you fueling your body? You can control who you are around. You can control your reactions to other people. Are you reacting or are you responding? So when my children get upset, I constantly ask them, control what is controllable. That is you. And this is one of my favorite stories that I kind of steal from my husband. He found it first, so I have to give him props.
Okay, credit.
But it is an old Cherokee parable. And it's a parable about 2 wolves, a dark wolf and a light wolf. And the dark wolf represents all the dark things inside of you, the dark side of your inner thoughts, your greed, your ego, your pride, your negative self-talk. The white wolf represents all the good and the light in your world, your joy, your optimism, your kindness, your love, your relationships. And every day, those 2 wolves of your inner self are battling each other out on the prairie. And how do you know which one wins? And the answer is whichever one you feed.
Okay.
So when our kids are getting in those darker moments, all we have to say to them is, which wolf are you feeding?
Yes.
Are you feeding that dark wolf or the light wolf?
I just want to say, I love when you come in, because not only do you give sound advice and all these things, but you're so emotionally aware and in tune and mature. And not only are you there, but you have the words to express it. Like a lot of times I'm like, oh yes, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I meant. But the actual words to say it and communicate that is next level. Do you know that about yourself?
I don't, but thank you. Thank you. I speak in a lot of metaphor.
Well, the metaphors are great, but being able to explain the emotions, it's necessary. I hope your family appreciates that. Okay, we'll keep going. Number 3 is attitude and effort. This really can be everything, and it kind of plays into what you were just saying with the dark wolf, light wolf.
You got it. And if there was a mom tattoo I could put on my forehead, it would probably be like, attitude, effort, to remind myself too, right?
That's true.
And my children. So we tell them, listen, you come into every environment with 2 things, your attitude and your effort, and I guess you could kind of add focus to that as well. We know that our children are going to enter into a world where they will always be competing in some realm, right, with other people. You're not always going to be the most talented person in the room. You're not always going to be the smartest person in the room. You're not always going to have the same opportunities or the same resources as everybody else. It is not a fair or level playing field. So as parents, we're not saying we expect you to win all the time, because winning is not necessarily the end game here. What we want to differentiate is we don't want you losing, and there's a difference. So getting beat means I showed up with the best version of myself in this situation. I gave it my best attitude, and I gave it my best effort. That's getting, and if I didn't win, I didn't win. I just got beat. Somebody else did it better. That's okay. That's the world. I lose when I don't bring the best me to a circumstance. You know, if I bring a kind of cruddy attitude, if I am dismissive, if I don't bring my best effort, that's a real loss, because I lost an opportunity to make somebody else better, to make me better, to make a situation better. I lost for myself.
Yes, I love that. You might have gotten beat, but you didn't lose because you got all these things. But when you don't practice all those things, then that's the real loss.
That's the real loss. So attitude and effort.
Okay, number 4, don't make decisions in the valley.
Okay.
Go ahead, fire off, because I feel like this is a big one.
This is such a biggie. Have you ever been in bed doom scrolling at midnight and you're sad and you're lonely and you're just like, if I just buy this bread maker and start making homemade bread and like just press purchase right now, like my whole life is going to change. You know, you're in an emotional valley and you're making decisions in a valley. You're making decisions out of emotion.
You're tired, you're drained.
Oh my goodness.
Who knows what the day had?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the best time. Yeah.
Right.
You know, mine used to come, I used to work early morning shift, and I literally had to consciously turn my brain off, like on the way, because everything in your body tells you, no, you're supposed to be asleep, you're tired, don't do this, why am I doing this, why am I up? Like, it just doesn't make sense at 2, 3 a.m. in the morning when you're heading into early shift. And so, don't make decisions in the valley. My whole thing was like, get to work. Don't make any decisions now, get to work.
Right, so when our kids, let's for example say they want to quit. I know a lot of parents say, we don't quit. We honor our commitments. I hear that a lot of, and I've heard myself say that too. But what I'm shifting the mindset, and what my husband and I are shifting a mindset is, we're not necessarily opposed to quitting if it's stopping something that is not serving the best version of yourself.
Ooh, okay. See, I told you, emotionally aware and the language that goes along with it.
So,
because there is a time to quit, but it depends. Go ahead.
And it's not necessarily quitting if it's stopping. If you are stopping something that is not serving you and the future version of yourself and what that future version needs, that's not quitting, that's smart decision making.
That's what I try to tell my mom about 9th grade basketball.
Right?
It was not for me.
And so if you are getting to a situation, if our kids are getting in a situation where they are completely overwhelmed, they are emotional, and they want to make big decisions in an emotional moment, we just say, stop. I go to regulation a lot. We need to stop, we need to breathe, we need to regulate. a lot of the times a nap and a sandwich do a whole lot.
Yes. Yes.
A whole lot. So time is a great indicator of how this should play out. So don't make decisions when you are in the gutter. You know, let that emotion ride. Let me help you scrape up the other side a little bit where you can see a little bit of light, and then we can make our decisions out of logic and not emotion. And then if stopping is what's best for you and it's the best decision for you, then we can make that decision out of logic, not emotion.
I love it. We have 2 more to get to quickly.
Okay.
5th on the list, you are who you hang out with. We know this can also be true the older kids get and for adults. It's true for everybody.
And I just wanted to add on that one, it's not just who you hang out with, it's what you let in, what you consume, literally and metaphorically. So if you are letting in bad negative self-talk, if you are letting in social media that's giving you comparison issues, if you are letting in anything that could possibly be put you at a disadvantage, stop. Don't do something that's going to let future you get upset at you.
Yes. Watching what you watch, what you listen to, who you hang around. I love it. And it's in the Bible if you are religious, but even if you're not, we all know a positive environment is certainly what you and your children need. Okay, number 6 is you are not defined by your past. Learn from your mistakes and move on.
Okay, so this is a good one, and I love this one. Do not let your past define you, let your future define you. So what I mean by that is future you. 10 days from now, 10 years from now, what is that person going to say? I sure wish Amanda would have right now. Let that person be the voice in your head, not, oh, I should have never done this.
Yes.
We tell our kids, this is another one I stole from my husband, the past is not a place of residence, it is a place of reference. We learn from our mistakes and then we move on, but we sure don't live there, because if you live there, you are stuck. Let future you dictate what today you does.
Let me tell you, it's like therapy. I mean, it's a free therapy. When is the book coming out? You got to get on the book.
I need to.
Yes. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. She has so many other posts and things you need to be reading to kind of help boost you up as a parent. You can head to WTHR.com/Parent Squad to get more info. Still ahead, the City Moms join me to help create the perfect Galentine's Day brunch.